Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Today is a great day to be at Elberta's place. I have a few treats for you. The first thing I'm going to show you is my handy dandy notebook. This book is just a regular journal. I kind of just write everything down in. I'm going to read to you my first journal entry that I wrote the day that we inherited Elberta's place. Inherited Elberta's place today, May 11, 2012. 14 acres with a house and well. Totally feeling connected to my grandmother more than ever. She loved this place. I grew up here and have only fond memories. It was a place of restoration, fresh air, cool breeze, and exploration. I know my grandmother is smiling down from heaven, and my great-grandfather is too. I know their heart is filled with joy, with all the plans, hopes I have for the generations to come. I had no idea Elberta's place would evolve into what it has become today. So I was hoping, I was writing, I was reflecting on my memories here. And so I just kind of put like different things. But as soon as we got inherited the property, and we came here, it was snakes on the ceiling. It was rat piles of poop in corners, and it was so cluttered and so much trash, and it was just stuff everywhere. If you look at the pictures at Elberta's place on Facebook, you'll see some of our beginning shots. So I started Googling. Jerry and I just started trying out how we wanted it to look. And immediately I got to the internet and started Googling home renovations, like what to do, how to go about doing it. Because we know we didn't have, like, you know, when you hear people doing home renovation projects and you see all the shows on Fixer Upper, I'm like, there's no way we can do that. There's no way we have that kind of money to fix this home. Jerry, in fact, wanted to burn the house. He did. He wanted to burn it down. He didn't want to go inside of it. But my heart was being tugged by the history and the memories I have here. I said, let's just go and see what's there. So I found a class that was, I think, 4 hours away. It was called the Texas Home Renovation Class for do-it-yourselfers. And surely I was like, this class was June 9th. So we inherited the property May 11th, and then this class was June 9th. It was on a Saturday. All the noise you hear, that's just the dogs running. So we went to a class that was from, I believe, 9 to 5. And wow. It gave me all the hopes that we could do this. So here it is. The class talked about, it was called Texas Home Renovation Class. They talked about skirting. They talked about cover screens. He talked about asbestos. He talked about electrical issues. He talked about termites. The labor of plumbing, electrical, and saving time. How to condemn the house or not. How to put the home in a trust. The exterior of the home. He talked about closing doors. He talked about vines, which we had so many vines, and poison ivy. I mean, the vines were as thick as like thicker than a broomstick. I mean, some of the vines were really, really thick that were growing through the house. They sticking to the house. It's almost like we had to pry the vines off. He talked about trees. He talked about breakers, your breaker boxes. He talked about paint. He talked about wood, the roof, house leveling, how to clean it out. He talked about the floor and single wall construction. And this was single wall construction. So I took a lot of notes. I mean, I was taking notes after notes after notes. So I basically went in order from what he suggested. One, we had to clean the house out. That was the first. I mean, we knew that. It took us 6 months, almost a year, to clean out all the yard. I've been cleaning out all the insides of the house, to clean the outside out for us to kind of get in. So we slept outside in tents for about 6 months to a year, until I felt secure enough to excuse my dog. They're shaking the camera. They're hilarious. Oh my god. I love my dogs. They're so funny. Come. Come. Kota, Sealy, come. Okay, so yeah. So, but my journal, I just kind of started writing down things that we needed to do in the order of operation. So, cleaning the house out, getting the house inspected for termites, getting the house leveled. Those were our main concerns. Tearing down all the paneling off the walls, to look at the bones of the house, taking down the plywood off the ceilings to look and see what's there. We ripped out all the closets. I didn't want a snake coming out anywhere. I wanted to be able to see the ground. So part of my porch is a result of I wanted to be able to see inside of the house. I wanted to be able to see what was coming at me. So my journal is basically that. I talked about my list. I probably said chart, but I said things we, meaning Jerry and I, can do with little or without any money. Making a fire pit. Power washing. We had a power washer. Temporary exterior doors. Because the doors were like paper. They were like very flimsy. If you wet them, they would just crumble. So we had to go find some temporary doors. And we didn't get exterior doors. We got temporary interior doors for our exterior doors. So that was a hack we used. Like, we don't care. It's going to be temporary. But we needed some doors to put on the house once we decided to sleep in. I wanted to hang flowers on the porch. I know it was crazy, but if you look at some of the pictures, you'll see some little flowers in front. They attracted butterflies. I just wanted to make the home the best it could possibly be, and make it pretty. I said we can research porch building. We did a lot of research. We can look up surveyors. We can mow and bush hog more acreage. We can move the ceiling boards. So those are things that we could actually do that didn't cost any money. So, and this is all by August 31st, we start doing those things. So, I had a page for like items to buy. I took the newspaper, made clippings of people who were advertising different services. And so basically, I just kind of like journaled as we did it. I checked it off. I love a freshly sharpened point pencil. So, this is, let's see here. This is March of the next year. This is actually 2013. So, because sometimes it took us months and months to check things off, to get things done. So I'm going to, here like little sketches Jerry drew as we wanted things to look on the inside. No, he's not an architect. No, we are white collar people. We're someone who worked in the corporate world and have never done any kind of projects whatsoever. So that's why I said if we could do it, you could do it. Kunta, Sealy? Kunta, come. Sealy, come. What are y'all doing? Lay. Lay. No. Come. Lay. No. Lay. Good. All right. So, we just started doing that. Just different sketches. Different sketches we have of how we wanted to design the house. Because we didn't know if we were going to leave all the walls, we're going to tear all the walls down, have one big open house and then put up walls again. We had no idea kind of like how we wanted to do it once we decided to keep the house. Well, once Jerry decided not to burn it down. Let me see here. These are just different things we had to do. I mean, trees removed, stump grinding. By Sunday, I wanted this done. So there are times we had like a week. I wanted this done all by Sunday. So by Sunday, I wanted sound. What does that say? Oh, this is after we actually put sound from light in master bedroom. I don't know what that means. Man, it's bothering me. But anyway, okay. So let me skip to here's 2016 goals. Here are all the fall 2016, spring 2016. I'm sorry, this is final. So spring 2016, purchases. I already had an idea of what we needed to buy. See that long list? That's why we don't have any money. Let's see here. We went to some classes in Texas, the Mother Earth Conference in 2016. We went to the conference to talk about sustainable living, how to have backyard chickens, how to have guineas, how to build a coop, how to process chickens by hand, modern homestead tools. So we were going to a lot of conferences just to gather information. I wanted to make sure we knew what we were doing before we started doing it. So here it is. We went to this conference in 2016, and yet we still haven't built our coop yet. And yet we still don't have chickens. So trust me, I have went to class and we have watched YouTube channels. We have done a lot of research. So by the time we get ready to build it, I think we'll be pretty prepared for it as much as we could. Here's summer goals for 2016. Fall, winter projects. Spring, here's 2017. 2017 goals. 2017. Here's January 2017. February 2017. March 2017. So I had goals by the month. Let me get to where we are today. So if you see here, 2019 projects. And then here's our fall 2018 projects. And then we took me to 2019 projects. No, come. Lay. No. Lay. Thank you. So now we're here for the week. This is week, June 9th through 15th. Yard maintenance. Reset the pole for our gate. Clean around our barn shed area. Burn piles. We have a few little caulking to do in the house to seal some gaps, just some maintenance. So that's what we're gonna do. And that's all. That's my last page. Here's clean paper. So this is all through June 29th. After June 29th, if we have not finished these things, I won't make a new one. But I may make a new one. Well, I may make a new one for the next month, but I'll just transfer things we have not completed here. We're really busy. So we work, and sometimes weather happens. Sometimes we decide, okay, no, let's push that back. But Jerry and I actually sat down and had a meeting, and we came up with everything we wanted to do for the month of June. And that's what we wrote down. This is just not my list. We actually compiled the list together. And there's only a few things here cost money. And we had a few things that come up that we were not able to schedule financially. So we just decided to push some things back. So some of these things I have on here, I thought I was going to be able to get my rock to put by my wash station, my shower. So now we're going to probably push that back a couple months. And I'm okay with that. So, anyway, that's what we do. So here's my journal. That's all is to it.